So anytime I'm arriving on a scene or I'm dispatched to a call, one thing that I always want to have is a pre-arrival plan. I want to know what I'm going to do and how I'm going to react. See, if you have a plan, 9 times out of 10, you're going to be able to react effectively to the other party when you show up on a scene. The number one thing that I see when I'm training officers is they struggle with their seatbelt, their radio, and get in the car and park in that order. They pull up on a scene when they're in training and they have their seatbelt still on. They haven't told dispatch what's going on. If you're from an agency that does that, or letting them know that you're on scene on the computer, and they haven't put the car in park, and now we have somebody walking up to the patrol car. And it's the number one mistake that I see. So what I learned from that is I started teaching officers to have a plan. So pre-arrival on scene, what you want to do is you want to think, what am I going to do? I need to go ahead and get my seatbelt off first, right? As I'm pulling up. That's going to need to happen first. So I'll get that off. Next thing is I advise dispatch. Dispatch, I'm going to be out with a black Dodge pickup. It's going to be Texas Lincoln Sam Victor 7826, Lincoln Sam Victor 7826. By that time, I'm still rolling and I've arrived completely on scene. If the person gets out and wants to address me, I'm ready to put the car in park and now I can exit the vehicle and address them. So just to illustrate arriving on a scene and having a plan, everybody's going to do it different, and what's better or worse for you is going to depend on what the situation is and maybe even what your department standards are. But one way that I do it is I realize I'm arriving on scene and I get my seatbelt over here. Now, you can opt to release the seatbelt, or you can opt to maintain a grip on the seatbelt. And I'll get to that in a minute. I come around the corner and I'm over here looking for this suspicious black pickup. Dispatch, I'm going to be out with the suspicious vehicle. Now I'm ready to move forward, put the vehicle in park, engage the threat. But what if he takes off? My seatbelt's in my hand. I can put it back in play, and I can take off and do what I got to do.